Hi, I'm Ken Coleman, and welcome to this Toys R Us haul. Earlier this week, I found out that Toys R Us is shutting down. It's ending all business. And it's very sad news. I'm a sentimental guy. Through the 80s, through the 90s, even through high school, I would shop there for video games, G.I. Joe, the when I was in high school, I make Gundam models, X Men. I buy X Men figures there. It was just a big, very, very big part of my childhood. I think that a lot of the most memorable Christmas gifts also came from my local Toys R Us. Around the time that I got out of college, the big, huge Toys R Us, about the size of a warehouse in Dedham, Mass, that closed down and they moved to this little smaller place. And I just stopped by that smaller store, seeing what it would be like. The fallout of all this very sad news. And there is a clearance sale. So, despite how sad, how bittersweet, no, just how sad the occasion is, I decided to do a haul. A last trip to Toys R Us. Maybe asking why I'm shooting it from my bed. At the moment, there aren't that many places where I'd be able to create my models where there is enough space. Bunch of small pieces, and I need space to knoll. Knoll is the term for sorting out your Lego pieces. So, a receipt. My final time shopping at a Toys R Us. It's heartbreaking. So what I decided to get was from the Lego City line. Ever since I was a kid, I was building with Lego products, from Duplo to, I think it was a second time that Lego had worked with the McDonald's Happy Meal toys. I remember one time getting a big, huge case of Legos, me and my brother, for Christmas. May have come from this Toys R Us. And other kits, Space Shuttle, Launch Team, and a police cutter, a police boat. And it was a lot of good times. As a creative, as an artist, I love the idea of making models from smaller pieces. And watching videos on channels like Tested and Soul Pancake has inspired me to get back into Legos. So I was thinking that if anything good was to come from this clearance sale at Toys R Us, and most of the G.I. Joes are gone, Gundam, I tried asking a Toys R Us employee last year if they had them, trying to throw the dog a bone, and the employee didn't know if I was talking about Dorbs or Legos. And I was talking about neither. So, if there's a good time to get back into Lego, might as well be this, when I can get some of the kits for 20% off. Alright. The two pieces that I got, and I've been noticing that a lot of their kits are using bigger pieces, which it's easier for people to put together, but it takes a lot of the building, a lot of the creative fun out of it, at least in my opinion. when planes have those big giant one-piece noses, or feels like the hulls of boats are getting bigger and bigger. True, they're for ages younger than mine, but it leaves something to be desired from older builders. So when I was coming down to my choosing which sets to pick up, I decided this airshow jet, which is product 60177, and an ATV race team. And I was particularly getting it because I really love the front of this truck. How the headlights, they each have a little, I don't even know the names for these pieces, but they each have little tiny clear Legos over each of the lights. And the grill is 4 pieces, and it's just wonderfully detailed and little tiny pieces. I think the biggest pieces are the wheels. So I was thinking, for a deal like this, gotta go with it. Alright, so that I don't have this going for an entire hour, I'm going to time-lapse the builds. Right here so that you can see the whole building and knolling process. Alright, and don't be surprised if my cat visits. You'll remember that he appeared in my So after 2 hours, I finished the 2 projects. 3 projects if you include the truck and the ATVs as separate. And this is how they came out. Oop. Give you a closer look. So this is the airshow plane jet. The canopy is able to open, and it has some colored lights on either side. I like the detail and how you are able to place plates along all 3 of the additional sides, and I guess the term is fuselage. And then this is the ATV team. You have the truck, you have the trailer, You can take these off by lowering the ramp. Take off one. Make sure that's steady. Remove the trailer. It comes with a little gas tank, an extra tire and wheel, a wrench, trailer, and then even the truck is specially designed so that you can lower these and bring the ATV out. It comes with two characters, two helmets, one red and one blue, one red and one black. Bits, quite a couple odds and ends, some extra pieces, which I don't remember a Lego in the old days having so many extra pieces, but it's cool. I was making sure with the checklist that everything was accounted for. I saw in the instructions that this piece was supposed to be used, and I couldn't find any place where it fit. It was supposed to go on the trailer where the tire is stacked. But I just found that to make it even more difficult to stack the tire. So there's the bed of the truck. Put those up, the ramp. And unfortunately, unlike the cars from back when I was little, the doors don't open. So you have to lift the top in order to get the driver in and out. So this is the second person in the kit. And you can, she's the athlete of the two. Since you have two ATVs, the mechanic can ride as well. Take off her hair, her wig if you want to embellish creatively, and her helmet. And she's ready to race. And for the mechanic to live up to to address his responsibilities, just take him off the ATV. He can work with a helmet, he can work with a cap. And something that I found humorous, I enjoyed, is that the caps, unlike when I was in grade school, the visor isn't flat. It isn't hip-hop style. The visor of the cap is bent. It's curved. So you have these. This has a different nature than the Gundam builds. Takes about an hour or two less with these. The second kit was a smaller one, and the air show kit comes with less, and you can take off his helmet. Have him pose for photos alongside his jet. So that has been my final Toys R Us haul. My Lego build, my first Lego build on video. And have a good day. Have a good night. Bye. I'm Ken Coleman, and one last thing. If you have any comments to share, comment section is down below. You can please give this the thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe. There's the option down there for you to get any of the videos coming up in my channel. There is also a little bell option, which if you click it, it will send you an email whenever a new video is up. So I'm Ken Coleman, and have a good night.